Hello, lovelies. Lots of exciting things happening over at Auntie's Cottage. I've just hit 100 subscribers, which is very exciting, and I thank you all so much. Also, stay tuned, because Auntie's going to have a show on DNGN Radio this summer. I'll drop a link for them in the description so you can check them out. Give them some creepy love, darlings. But now, it's time to sit back, relax, and hear the tale of how Old Man Snail puts the world to sleep. As far as towns went, it was fairly innocuous. One would never guess it to be the place it eventually became. Urban sprawl on the outskirts of a major city. Schools and churches and children. There was a big green park and a place to jog or walk one's dog near the river. With little to no violent crime, the police were mostly concerned with traffic citations and the occasional teenager with a big bag of green. One summer, a fairly large tropical storm rolled over the town, which was rare. Local weathermen claimed that climate change was responsible, that worldwide air currents seemed to be changing, and that more such storms could be possible. The damage being minimal, the people of the town simply cleaned up and moved on with their lives. Unbeknownst to them, though, was the deposit of one tiny spore far flung from some distant place on those tropical winds. It was laid gently down in the loam of the forest floor near the park by the riverside. The spore, against all odds, germinated, and within a short period of time, a tiny mushroom had sprouted from the ground. The mushroom should have died without producing spores of its own, for it was out of its preferred climate. As it happened, though, an aging snail, one who was near the end of his own life, happened upon the tiny mushroom, and being hungry, began to eat the flesh of the tiny cap. Finding it unpalatable, the old snail moved on, but the damage was done, for the foreign spore found something new in the belly of the snail, something it was never meant to encounter, and never would have in its native land. The resulting biochemical creation was something potent beyond compare. When the new organism burst from the thin shell of the sleeping snail later that day, it unfurled its cap, for it was still a mushroom of sorts, and spread billions of its own modified spores like a blanket over the quiet town. Upon inhalation of the spores, the people of the town quickly became lethargic, eventually falling deeply asleep and asphyxiating. Their bodies were then used as a substrate for more of the mushrooms, which pushed through the flesh of the dead and spread billions more spores, each of which individually was capable of killing a full-grown adult. With a mortality rate of 100%, it wasn't long then before Old Man Snail had unwittingly and unknowingly put the world to sleep.